ガンダム00コマンドクワンタ目標派遣。そのガンダムの爆破は踏みたいの断定。武力介入を行う。ガンダム00コマンドクワンタ目標を駆逐する。
What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Gundam 00 Command Quanta from Gundam Breaker Battlogue. A weird amalgamation of conventional and quantum technologies, it's still an interesting take on the 00 Quanta that is set out to vanquish the Butthurt demon. But before I begin, may I remind you that you only have under a week to enter Hobbylink Japan's Ship to Win promotional event, in which you get a chance per 1,000 yen shipped, which includes shipping costs, to win free shipping for all year. More information is available through my affiliate link in the description, and don't forget to place your orders through shop.hlj.com/mj2005gundam to support the channel while shopping there for your plomo, supplies, and more. Among the 8 runners this kit comes with, only 4 of the runners are reused from the original high-grade 00 Quanta, resulting in half the runners being entirely new. The sticker sheet is also on the smaller side, and most are for enhancing the clear yellow parts. The internal structure should be familiar to those who have built the high-grade 00 Quanta, but the overhauled armor pieces spice up the experience quite a bit. With nubs and sanding being not too big of an issue as well, it's a kit that should pose no challenge to even beginners. And, like the Blazing Gundam, this ditched the old backpack connection in favor of the universal double peg standard, so you can easily equip other backpacks to this kit, and vice versa. All snap together and you'll be greeted with a striking representation of the Gundam 00 Command Quanta. On a basic note, proportions are accurate to the line art and color choices are correct, so there's not much to fault the looks for. Color separation is top notch too, with the only necessary stickers on the body being the eyes, rear head camera, the tops of the feet, and the scope for the missile pod. There are metallic yellow stickers for enhancing the GN condensers, but they are molded in a clear yellow plastic as well, so those stickers are more optional in nature. However, the major aspect I have trouble reconciling to is the lack of the 00 Quanta feeling, as it will be hard to tell that the Command Quanta is based on it without knowing the name beforehand. It's Marmite to me in the end, and I'm on the side of liking it. Supplements the yellow for the forehead sensors, and the Gundam 00 Command Quanta is presentable for casuals. When it comes to enhancements, I'd recommend a simple matte topcoat at the very least for a more realistic look. But I felt like the Command Quanta desperately needs some grit in order to look right, so I tried my hand at weathering, and even subtle smudges of rust and silver enhanced the look a lot. Looks pretty good for my first time, am I right? Standing at the 13.5cm mark, it's taller than the average Gundam and the standard 00 Quanta. It's by no means massive, but the physical bulk seems to make it shorter than it looks. Articulation begins with a double ball jointed head, but upwards movement is limited and the 360-degree rotation can only be forced. Arms can swivel out decently, roll in their sockets, and rotate all the way if you've moved the missile pod out of the way. The arms can also move outwards pretty far, and rotate at the bicep, on top of a rather lackluster double elbow bend, a decent knuckle joint, and a rotating wrist. Minute forwards and back crunches are possible, and the waist can rotate until the chest armor hits the side skirts. The front and side skirts can move with the dodgy polycap ball joint, while the back skirts remain stationary. The legs can rock forward and back together, as well as do the funky dance. Near 90-degree kicks towards every direction is possible, as well as a thigh rotation, and an exceptional knee bend despite the bulky armor, which can move individually. The ankle guard can move, and the feet can rock decently far forwards and back, as well as side to side, on top of the rotation with the peg, but the wheels on the bottom don't move. Finally, the radar sensor can swivel at the backpack, and the missile pod can do the same, as well as be adjusted on a double swivel joint. Altogether, the Gundam 00 Command Quanta still retains the edge and articulation of its normal counterpart, despite the bulky armor. Apart from the dodgy front skirts, it holds together really well. It is honestly a blast to pose. For accessories, you get a single left open hand on top of the pair of holding hands. Weapons begin with the heavy machine gun with the yellow stickers for the GN drive that doubles as the scope. I guess that explains the twin drive system. It looks pretty unique, but the GN sword bit that's stabbed into it doesn't really sit too well with me. it simply slides into the hands for use and plugs onto the forearm for extra solidity, and it looks good when used. It can be solidly stored on the backpack with the handle when not in use. Derived from the GN Sword 5, the Command Sword looks unique for a plain sword. It slides into the hands for use, and its simplified color scheme makes it feel more militaristic, although the glossy grey blade may put you off should you not choose to top coat it. And should you not choose to use it, it plugs into a port behind the radar sensor for storage. Finally, the arm shield provides defense and a large caliber cannon under it with a yellow scope sticker. And, like the machine gun, it slides into the hand and plugs into the forearm for extra solidity when in use, and it poses no weight issues to the kit despite its robust appearance. And if all else fails, the combat knives on the shield serve as a last-ditch effort to fight the enemy off. They function the same as the short sword bits of the original kit, but with a tailor-made grip for the hands instead of a byproduct primarily used for connecting the large sword bits. So, the grasp in the hand is much better compared to the originals. And they aren't ridiculously small for knives, which adds to the cool factor. Leftovers include a full head, bits of the original chest, shoulder pads, front skirts, ankle flaps, feet, back GN drive, sword hilt, and blades, all from the original 00 Quanta. You can't revert this back to the original, but it'd be a very interesting kit bash should you choose to use whatever's possible with the Command Quanta. To sum up, the concept of the Gundam 00 Command Quanta is one that I still struggle to reconcile with. Imagine the Gundam EZ-8 with the ability to quantum teleport while keeping the original gritty appearance and you'll understand. But beyond that, I really love this kit. It looks top notch for a simple build while being accurate to the anime, and having fantastic color separation, a sound structure, universal build compatibility, and a robust loadout for just 2,000 yen. Granted, some of that worth is in the leftovers, but it's honestly worth a purchase and really fun to build and mess around with. But I'd still recommend a matte top coat if you wanted to look top notch, but it can be displayed as is if the semi-gloss plastic finish is fine by you. In conclusion, this receives a strongly recommended rank from me, and my liking for it would only grow with time. And this basically wraps it up for this video, so thank you all so much for watching. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more Gunpla reviews, Gunpla news, and the like. Turn on notifications for future content alerts if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.